I'm alive. Anyways, where's my Pinterest at? I'm finally character designing today, or again, just because I have funny stuff to work on. Beep, beep. Turn off all my stuff. Okay. Right now, I am designing a new Utao, and it's not Marion, nor any of my other little fellas, nor is it me voicing this one. I have my little friends voicing this one, and it'll be very cool. I haven't exactly designed too much of this character. Right now, I'm still in the process of looking for inspirations and stuff. Change that to scroll. It's not my regular pen. Some thicker. Oh well. Getting back in the hang of doing this on PC again, just because I've been scratching on my iPad for a bit. I think I'll use a little one for now. And my little notes. So the main thing about this character is that it's like a sort of stance change thing. To kind of put it into Overwatch terms, it would stance change between like a DPS and a support. But in this particular case, it's called an assistant and a trooper. And as of right now, my main idea is that one of the characters is going to be a hologram sort of deal. The other one's going to be like machinery. Oops. And it's kind of meant to be like a sort of concept of like the mental and the physical. Me when I forget to spell. Um, it's gonna have like a pretty feminine design. I do want it to be more feminine leaning. Thing. And one voice will be deeper and the other one will be like a higher voice. So I kind of want to like make the machine part of this character more foreboding, if that makes sense. I don't know words, but it'll be more intimidating. And the other one's like a calming, more soothing design. Docile design. Just word it like that. My handwriting is so bad. Two is intimidating. Oh, it's so bad. Really bad handwriting. Okay. Shrink that down. And since I do like to sort of look at these characters and their roles, I really want to emphasize that one, like the DPS half of this character, just would not be capable of any sort of healing. Psst. Why did it do that? Hello? But I wouldn't want number one to be like a heal bot character either. Well, not heal bot, but more like spectator. But still, is a concept that I've never really been a fan of. This is all still in Overwatch terms, just because I see that as my golden standard for character design. I do want to incorporate like metallic and bluish cold colors. Oops. This pen. I guess I should sort of name them out too. I'm so slow right now. I wonder what kind of motifs I would put into this. Because, like, on Pinterest, the main character that I'm basing these off of are Aegis and Cortana from Persona and Halo, respectively. Just because I feel like the concept's super cool. And I keep seeing really cool artwork of, like, the Halo characters. Another one is the protagonist from Ghost in the Shell. She's also a pretty huge inspiration behind this character. I have all these pictures pulled up on my phone. I'll shrink this down and then I'll try to work up on the silhouette. Oops. I've sketched up little pieces of this earlier, but just of the medic form of this character. I guess she would be a little bit speedy, but I wouldn't want that to be like her main thing. I feel like it'd be more of like I've been trying to think up of a pretty decent little gimmick in terms of character design. One thing that's been off the top of my head is like some minor inspirations from Ana from Overwatch, where she has like the anti-heal abilities. Others are kind of like an alchemist kind of thing, like a cyber alchemist or something. I should write this down. Cyber alchemist? Ana from the watch. Trying to think of what else. I wouldn't want there to be like, yeah, I already went over like it's not meant to be speedy or anything, so it wouldn't have that kind of utility. Hmm. I'll try to think up of silhouettes right now, even though I already said that. The main thing for the hair is that I would want it to be a shorter kind of hairstyle. Who's on the medic board? There's that hairstyle I've had in mind, but I feel like it's fairly used a lot. I forgot how loud this song was. Jump scared. Okay. There's a hairstyle I had in mind. Another one that's kind of like half the head is sort of shaved off, I guess. Similar to like something like, I guess kind of like Sombra from Overwatch. Another inspiration I've had is also Lucy from Cyberpunk. But this character is meant to be a hologram, so it's like it's meant to be more proper looking, I suppose. Hmm. This is me just doodling random stuff that comes to mind. Another idea I've had is like a sort of headband sort of thing. Hmm. I enjoy the idea of horns just because this character is also morally gray. I have Fragile! Hi, game. Watashi ga Kira. I'm gasping right now, like no other gas. Hi, Fragiles! I hope I'm finally saying it right, because I heard it in your video, and I'm like, I've been saying it wrong this whole time. um, hmm, hmm, hmm. This is your little fella, your little thing that I'm making. I'm still thinking of the design. It's still very early. Amazing. Amazing. Maybe. I wanted to have like horns. I think that would be a pretty cool little choice there to kind of give it a silhouette. Maybe like a sort of demon theme kind of thing going on. I think out of this whole roster of Utah characters I have, there's only like one medic that's an actual good person. Because this one's still low-key kind of evil. I don't know why I drew this that big. Evil at 2%. Only 2% evil, externally at least. They also have ulterior motives. What if I did a wire thing with the hair? This is one concept I had for Emery. With like, she had like a little wire dangling off of her hair where the bangs are. And she would use that to connect into stuff. And she has like a little headpiece that connects the wire. Why is the eraser huge? What did I do to this thing? Let me open up Pinterest for evil hair. Or just regular hair, really. It's a Ghost in the Shell picture, but it's tagged as Sailor Moon. Amazing. Are you going to draw two separate forms for each color? Yes. One of them is going to be like a full-on robot, and the other one's going to be like a hologram kind of thing. That's the current idea that I have, and I feel like it's sticking pretty well. This looks like Yukari. Why with me? I think the wire would be cool to integrate just as like a sort of connection to the robot that she turns into. She just plugs her hair into the robot. I feel like I'm more fond with this one. Oops. Control V. Control T. And then the silhouettes, which I don't really know what to emphasize in this case. She's still a support character, but she'll have like anti-heal abilities. Hmm. If anything, this silhouette would be more triangular. I had to pull up the Marion, the reference Marion. Where's my mouse? There it is. There it is. Nothing fancy. I'm just gonna cut it out and paste it in. Hello? Oh. Oh, it's the... Oh. Okay. I didn't even need to do that. I thought it was just a PNG that I opened up. There's our control character, the basis for how the rest of them will look. The control character. The emergency Marion. I did that on the wrong layer, didn't I? Yep. Controllingly. Indeed. I don't know how I felt about that silhouette. Maybe I'll do a little sketch first, rather than the full thing. I want them to look sort of ethereal. If that's the word for it. I don't know. I have not talked in so long. I don't know about that. Maybe they'd be like the same height. I'm finally trying to get out of the habit of over relying on 3D models, because I know that was my main issue for a while. So I've been forcing myself to also draw on Procreate. As a sort of detox thing. She will not have feet. Because I did not feel like drawing it. There's a hair thing. Would she have big hands? Should I give her the yaoi hands? Because she does a lot of stuff with her hands. I think I will. I will give her the yaoi hands. Oh, gee. Yep. She might fat finger some keys, but anything to be quick. Because weird hands wouldn't look strange out of this art style. Exhibit A. I feel like I'd want every character to have something up with their hand. Like more than Emery, they pretty much have guns for their hands. And then Susumu Abe, he has painted nails. Just go for like 4 hands. Why didn't I think of that? They're 4 hands and they're all gonna be yaoi hands. Oops. Hello. Oh, there it is. I don't know what the heck I did. Oh well. Time to put a new layer. Yeah, and it would help out a lot with the silhouette too, because I didn't even know what to do with this character in her hologram form, at least. Kind of reminds me of my friend Zutao. He also has multiple hands. The multi-hand game. And then Ingrid's character. Everyone has the hand character. Maybe these will be like by her side. Because she's meant to be like prim and proper compared to Daybreak. Any of the characters from Daybreak, at least. I'm gonna make that black. So now. Or maybe I should have them doing stuff. Elfin light, invisible hands. Hair, hands, backpack hands, prosthetic hands. Elfin light, invisible hands. They wouldn't be prosthetic. Maybe they could be like detached. Like they kind of float along with her. I like that actually. I really like that idea. Oh my gosh, the Halo music's playing. I'm turning that up. I've been replaying through all of them again. A mechanical body with the ball joint sockets for attaching limbs. Maybe that could be like the battle form. Because like this character's meant to be like the more unrealistic one out of the two. Because she's meant to be like a sort of manifestation of mentality, I guess you could say. I think to keep their silhouettes similar, I will have the other one have multiple hands and stuff. I enjoyed this. Yeah, I finished Halo 3 today, and kind of like the Bionicle. I have not played with the Bionicles when I was little, at least. I think that's a pretty cool thing. I keep seeing stuff on my other screen, and I'm like, what is going on? And it's nothing. It is my phone yelling at me over nothing. Little arms. I guess they would be floating above. Sponge. Oh, it's the Hell Night music. That's why I couldn't hear it. Bing, bing, bing. Bing. That's good. That's what we do. Maybe like Rose. There's Twin. Twin is here. Hi, Rose. You know, you know what I mean. giggling and kicking my feet around at my desk right now. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm designing your thing. Fragile's half right now, but still. I don't know if I should add anything more to this. I feel like the arms in itself give it pretty different silhouettes. Bring in the control silhouettes. Where's my iPad? We're only missing Ingrid now. Share documents. Done. Open my documents app. Yes, I have become Miku, apparently. Does he know? I guess it'd be more Teto. You've become Teto. Tetothin. Tetathin. Docs transfer. Thank you, Documents app. So kind of my extended slapper mechanic. Extended slapper mechanic. Let me look at this on my iPad. I think I'll have this one on the combat form, where it's like she can take them on and off at will, because I feel like they would be cumbersome outside of combat with like the little arms outside of the combat area. This is basically what Fragile sent me. It's like you have the character's back, right? And they got little spots to put their extra arms, and they can take it on and off. I could roll with this. I like the idea of them being a detachable. And that's where you put the little hand. Hi. Ignore my funky anatomy. Yes, I will find a way to implement it. Maybe like a sort of backpack thing. You unsheath them back like a ooh. That would be cool too. The main thing that I'm also thinking about with this idea is Mistral from Metal Gear. Let me pull her up. She's also super cool. Oh my gosh, I wish she got into Smash Bros. This character here, she's so sick. She was my favorite boss fight in Metal Gear Solid Rising. One of my favorite designed characters from that game. I will keep this in mind for the Rose half. Isn't their battle song rad too? Yes. Yes, it is. Rose, are you ready for boot camp? Utao boot camp. I had to put my brother through the same thing too whenever I had him record his. Let me get the shading values in. Yeah, oh, we were just talking about Yaoi. Am I right? It's okay. We'll have that too. That's funny. Fragiles keeps unintentionally sparking up Yaoi conversations. No, you won't have to brave it alone. I'll be there. I'll be there for Yaoi boot camp. I've already graduated. Oh. First day at Yaoi school. Hope no one bullies me. Chris Redfield walks in. What? No, Leon Twink. Oh, man. Listen, man. Yeah, never mind. Don't listen, actually. Oh, that's horrible. So that's the base values. No one should listen. That'll never that'll never ever be public information. Let me I'll increase the speed at which I draw now. That's a hair bit. I don't want to erase that. I feel like I'd want it to be a sort of bodysuit situation that she's wearing, similar to that of Cortana of the Halo assortment. Look, a distraction. Guys, look at this character. Ignore my Yaoi testimonies. I messed up the head shape. Um, wonder what I could do to make this read like anti-heal. Let me... What the heck? Anti-heal. Symbolism? Hi! I kind of wonder how she would even attack in the first place, now that I'm looking at it. Like, would she slap people with her hands? Or would she, like, shoot lasers out of her hands or something? I wouldn't really go with the mosquito motif just because that's already what Marion goes for. Pure grip strength. The little support punching everyone. Magical. That Google search is not going anywhere. Anti-heal in Overwatch? What about in Marvel Rivals? I have not played that game in so long. Ever since they added the perks to Overwatch, I have not touched Marvel Rivals. I wonder what they're doing over there. But another huge inspiration for this character is the way Cloak and Dagger work in that game. I really don't like Overwatch perks. Dumb. I can understand why. Loud. I'm drawing something out. Then injection? Ooh, like a needle kind of thing. I guess Marion has needles too, but this one would like... I guess they would have like a needle ability. I'll draw a little needle to the side so I don't forget. I can see the argument against the perks, I suppose. I like them because I, not to toot my own horn, but I'm a Moira main. And it just made her so much better. It's a bunch of quality of life stuff. Maybe if she had like an I'm thinking of like a skill shot ability where it's like a needle and it's on a fairly short cooldown and it's like it would do an anti-heal effect or a healing reduction theme. Where's my mouse at? Hello. There it is. Needle. An AoE status effector. But that's already kind of Marion. That's how Marion would sort of heal. Marion and Susumu. They both rely on AoE healing. Single link ultra buffer. That's also Susumu. He throws out little packs and they give like a little speed boost or something of the sort. I need to go back and redesign Susumu, even though he's fairly new. I feel like the needle would be used on the enemies, just because like needles are already a fairly intimidating looking object. I am scared of them whenever it's not to put jewelry into my face, but self jack of all trades. Walking priest tank. What would that even look like? Oh, Google. Beep, 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 beep. Maybe scary medical equipment. I'm going to look that up to see what comes to mind. There's a lot of blades and a chainsaw. I don't like the idea of a medical chainsaw. I'm noticing it's like a bunch of needles. What if I had her wear a medical mask? Or like a futuristic version of one? But she's still a hologram, so I guess she wouldn't really need one. I mean, the only thing I've got left is sadistic healer, but okay. Yeah, that's pretty much what she does. Her and Marion, only she has her own special way of being evil. Whiplash for tick heals. What's tick healing? Okay, it's just showing me tick bite healing. I would want whatever damage she does output to be like really slow and like, you know, like almost imprisoning. We're not imprisoning, but I cannot talk. You know, like ouch. And she's there like, you know? Pow, 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 pow. Anomalous healing mist. That's another thing I've kind of thought about. I wouldn't really want healing to be like available. Like, I don't think there would be any form of burst healing in this world. All of it would have to be worked towards. Like, all the supports would need to do damage before they can heal. Mostly because I really do not like Mercy in Overwatch. I'm like... it's so funny that I'm designing everyone just because I do not like Mercy. Why you hated on me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Blood alchemy to healing potion. That is one of the ideas I've had. Just like an alchemist kind of thing. Ultra kill style. Ultra kill. Alchemist. Alchemy. r/ultra kill. Alchemy. Yeah, it's nothing I have against the actual Mercy players. It's just... she just feels so fundamentally horrible to play with just because she doesn't really do that much. At least, yeah. I can never really feel the impact of what she does. Rose emoji. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. here in regards to the alchemist symbols and Ultrakill, would someone direct me to it? I literally know less than nothing about alchemy, but since seeing the symbols appear, I have now become curious. When I look up alchemy, it seems to be an extremely broad topic, and I don't really know where to start. If anyone who likes alchemy would like to yap at me about it and what they think it means, Ultrakill, I'd appreciate it. The fact that it's a Moira player saying this to me, listen, man. I just play Moira because she's the easiest to get value out of. You just lock out spaces and do damage. And you suck, you know? You just suck the enemies. And it works. And everyone else can feel it. The enemy team can feel it for sure. I know that. Actually, the last game that I played was a quick play game, and I kind of stomped the lobby. I was basically the server admin for that game, and it feels really good. I want to recreate that kind of feeling with any support character that I make, where they have the potential to pull their own weight and just obliterate. Alchemy appears in the mysterious sun-eating lion statue in the limbo in the fog. Alchemy is big, but still mostly unsolved. Ultrakill blood alchemy. Injection. I'm just Googling random words to see what kind of pictures pop up. Administering I need to write that word down. I don't know why, but I've had a tendency to do this with the new characters I design. Like, I'll just think of words and I'll write it down on the side. I'm definitely not showing any of these pictures on the screen for right now. My Google page is filled with a bunch of needles being poked into people, for sure. Oh, that one's... Okay. That one is going in the eye. Okay. Oh, I love looking at references. Absolutely love it. So yeah, that's the kind of fear I want this character to bring for sure. Like this sort of intrusive... I'm writing this down. An intrusive procedure. At first I wanted this character to be like the foil to Marion, but now that I'm designing her more, it's kind of like she's basically just another Marion who just so happens to be on the opposing team. I feel like if they worked on the same team, they'd probably get along. What about insulin? I'm going to doodle out some actions that she would do. did like the little first person thing. What kind of weapon would she even have? I don't think it would be her bare hands. Oh yeah, it was like a little laser attack kind of thing because she's a hologram. So I guess it'd be like the finger sort of pointing. Ignore my horrible hands. This little crosshair. I'll draw the Halo crosshair because she has a bunch of inspiration from that. So yeah, she'd have like a laser. I don't think it would be hit scanned. Maybe it would be like a projectile. Well, but lasers are also light. So I guess it would... I'd have no choice but to make it hit scan. That's bothering me. I'm moving this. So that's the primary attack. And the secondary, I guess she would throw a needle. And that one would be like a skill shot projectile kind of thing. And like it applies like an anti-heal. Maybe. Or unless it's like kind of like Cassidy's flashbang. Anti-heal and it's slow. So she'll throw out one of her other hands. And I'd want it to be like she can still shoot. But the other hand is like, oh yeah. And it's like, there goes the needle theme. So I think I missed something. Are you like... No. This is just how I really like to that's how I really like to look at characters whenever I design them. I look at them in Overwatch terms. For pretty much every character, honestly. Okay. It helps me better grasp them, in my opinion. Fine. I know, it's so much fun. I love drawing like this. So yeah, she shoots that out. DOT plus anti-heal. I wonder what another ability she would have. I wouldn't really want her to be like a mobile character. Just because the arm silhouette in itself kind of feels like she'd move a bit slower. Like she just slowly glides around. And she'll just glide around in a power pose the whole time. Like she's ascending. I guess it would be kind of fast. Now that I look at it, it looks kind of like a vehicle. Maybe this version, since it doesn't really do as much damage, it'd be the faster one, and then the combat form would be like the slower one. And that one does more damage. Okay, I didn't do any of that on the wrong layer. Wonder what else she would do. So I guess this would be like the right click. Ignore the horrible mouse. And the shift would be like a sort of boost your ability. Hmm. I wouldn't want to bulk the silhouette in any way, since now that I've established she's mobile, she would kind of have like a sleek and smooth design. So I think it would be best to stick with the bodysuit idea. Maybe if anything, she'd probably have like a neck piece. But what would it do? Wrong layer. I know she would try to wear equipment to be prepared. Maybe this is where she like keeps all of her fluids and such. I don't know if fluids is really a good word, but it's where she would keep her anti-heal stuff. Hey yo. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Oh. And there'd be like wiring. She's still hologram, but in my defense, I think it looks cool to add little designs. I wonder what these would be. Hmm.
I did not mean to go that far. Oh my goodness. Maybe this would be to the side. And it would be like,
It's very asymmetrical, I know, but it's still just a sketch.
maybe this I can make darker.
Just so it doesn't look like she's naked. And this is on the wrong layer, isn't it? Oh well. Right next to Control Marion. She looks pretty different. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Classic layering mistake. I have not changed. Not at all.
I want to keep those little shapes there. They just be colorblind.
Hmm. I feel like the color difference in itself makes it look a little bit more interesting because now the focus is being put on the top half and the arms. And arms are very important to this character because that's how she holds all her stuff. Ooh, maybe she like shoots out of these two, and the other ones she uses for her abilities. And the same ones that she shoots out of, they'd be what she uses in her booster. And it's like she won't be able to attack whenever she's moving fast. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And the hair, would it be darker or lighter? I guess it would be darker.
I'm gonna fill that in with the color.
Hmm. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know about the horns. I feel like it's kind of cluttering up. Doesn't really need to be there. Because I don't really know what she would do with those.
Make the wire more visible. Because that's how she does her stance change. And what if I gave her the classic Marion themes? The little face platings?
I think that looks cooler on her. Oh, it's on the wrong layer. I just need to Let me just combine it all. All these layers, and I haven't even started coloring.
Oh.
Classic man again. I know. I know. It all catches up to me in the end. There it is.
Totally did the hair facing the wrong way. I don't know why I'm just now realizing that.
I'll do a close up of her face really quick.
I've kind of hit flow state. I'm not even gonna lie there.
He's beginning to believe.
Slowly but surely.
All the magic and whimsy is finally coming back into me.
She looks disgusted. And I think that's kind of what I want to go for. Like, how dare you be in my presence? That kind of character.
Another thing I'm noticing is that she has a lot more verticality in her design. Like everything kind of points up, if that makes sense. Just what I've noticed. Oops.
I don't know if I should do that high. Or at that angle, at least. Maybe I just have the perspective wrong. Maybe the main purpose of this thing is like, it's an antenna.
What to connect to, I don't know yet.
Maybe to call for the robot whenever she's outside of it.
Almost reminds me of a cat.
Totally forgot about the neck thing. Her neck pillow.
They got Nahogi.
She does? I don't think I even gave her one. At least on purpose. Um, Maybe I've just drawn so many of them, it's just become second nature to me. And the antenna reminded me of when the antennas have a hoagies themselves. This song playing right now reminds me of Marion. It is actually the main song I listen to get inspiration for this new design. I love Matcha Tensei. At least the music. I haven't played the game. Not to LARP or anything. Listening to music and yearning for OCs. Exactly what I do. Yearning is what makes everything. Okay. Well, that's the quick headshot there. What the heck? Oh, it's on brush size. I think it's pretty fitting that she looks really disgusted, and yet she has a lot of similarities to a cat, I'm noticing. And I didn't even mean to do that. Oops. I almost paint bucketed that. I mainly want her poses to be like pretty leaned forward. And she's always looking at something. And like something on like a hologram computer or something. I guess now that I design her more, she's not really the arc. She has a really bad posture. I know. But yeah, as I'm designing her, I guess she's not really giving too much hologram anymore, but more like an engineer kind of tech support almost. And I think I'm okay with that. Ah, just add a bit of alignment to this. Where she is looking at the screen or whatever. Um, I don't know. I guess she's watching epic fail compilations. Don't ask how I know how to write backwards. I hunger, so I think I'm gonna go and eat. But yas, I got the bun stream. Bun. Slang for kind of bun. Alright, Rose. Also, what the hell writing backwards lore? There's really nothing to it. I'm just very weirdly, I don't know. I just know how to do it. Okay, Rose, you're allowed. I guess you're allowed to go eat. Bye. Bye. Farewell, twin. Cries and sobs uncontrollably on stream. Bye-bye. Couldn't be me. Listen, man. I just like doing whatever the silly little people on my phone. Watch yourself, Fragiles. Arcana's my work time broadcast. Oh. Something will happen. I need to download that picture to my computer. Something is going to happen. Oh, wrong account. Something. Excuse me. Something will happen. I'm making that. I'm adding that to my OBS. Plus image. File. I don't know why it's saved to my reference thing. There it is. Oh. I'll just put it next to the creature. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. Okay. Back to this evil person. Cleaning this up for now. You'd think after getting into doing tattoos, my lines would be a lot more steadier, but nope. Mm-mm. And I still have yet to tattoo myself. I think I'm gonna do it on my thigh, and I'm gonna do a tattoo of my dog's little paw. I think I posted this on Instagram, and I've yapped about it a lot, but that's what I'll be doing to myself very soon. I should look into getting an apprenticeship, but I keep reading online a lot of people are not going to want to deal with unteaching me all of the possible bad habits I've picked up. Oh, okay. Good thing I didn't delete that. That was all of my colors I had on the other drawing. Probably. Maybe I could have this piece be a lighter color. I mean, like the torso piece. Hmm. I like this. I'm gonna try to incorporate this little line here. Okay. Oh. My headphones are about to die. So I think I'll call it here for now. But this is what we got for the stance change character meant for Utao. I think it's pretty cool the way it's ending up so far. I'd originally intended it to be like a hologram, but the more I design it, the more it's kind of looking like almost like a gamer girl. She looks like a enraged gamer, if that makes sense. But she is meant to be like a sort of technology based thing, and she can connect to like another character which will be completely robotic, and I think it makes pretty decent sense. Anyways, I'm going to call it here. I do have a different Twitter that I'm using publicly now, so I'll try to edit all of my stuff to include that account. Bye guys. Oh, there's my mouse.